So John Newton, and I know I've mentioned him a number of times. I preached a sermon just a week or two ago where I mentioned a quote from him. I've mentioned him in Calls to Worship before. I love his theology. And this is a quote that I found that I think is really, really cool.
Yep.
And helpful for us as we think about Thanksgiving and how to engage it in a healthy spiritual manner. Here's what he says. I wish you health, peace, and prosperity, of course, but above all, I wish that your souls may prosper, that you may still prefer the light of God's face to your chiefest joy, and that you may still delight yourselves in the Lord. To be daily hungering and thirsting after him, and daily receiving from him his fullness, even grace for grace, that you may rejoice in his all-sufficiency. When I read this quote and I came across this, what stuck out to me was his statement, I wish you health, peace, and prosperity, but above all, that your souls may prosper, that you may prefer the light of God's face to your chiefest joy. Newton wrote this long before Thanksgiving became a national holiday. And so riffing off of this quote, Kyle, what do you think Newton would have to say about how we engage in Thanksgiving this year, 300 years later?
Yeah, this is so good. And here's what I think Newton's getting at in the first part of that when he wishes for health and peace and prosperity is enjoy life. Enjoy all of the things God has given you. So on Thanksgiving, enjoy time with your family. Enjoy time with your friends. Eat good food. Laugh so hard your belly hurts. Cry. Be excited. Play with your kids. Throw the football. Watch football. And enjoy all the things that the Lord has given you. But remember, when Newton alludes to your chiefest joy, remember that all of those good things that we're celebrating on Thanksgiving pale in comparison to knowing Christ. And it reminds me of the shortest parable that Jesus tells when he says, the kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field, where a man discovers it, covers it up, and then in his joy, he goes and sells all that he has. What is Jesus getting at with the parable is what it's like to know Christ, experience Christ, be in the kingdom of heaven. It's like you have found a treasure, and you can't lose that treasure, so you hide it so no one else can find it. And in your joy, I think that's the key part of this, right? In his joy, the man sells all that he has, meaning everything he owns, everything he possesses, every good thing that God has given him is a gift, but it's nothing compared to the treasure hidden in the field. And on Thanksgiving, and this Newton quote, our chiefest joy as believers is knowing that we are right with God, that God loves us, knows us, wants us to be in relationship with him, and through Christ and through his Spirit, we have the ability to experience that chief joy and then live it out through all of those little joys that we celebrate on Thanksgiving.
Just like we were talking about with Lewis a second ago.
Yep.
The patches of sunlight on the ground of our Christian experience should cause us to look upward toward our chiefest.
Yep.
I love that.
Yep.